It's a new year, y'all. And for me, I've never been one to do resolutions. I do solutions. And for the past almost 2 years, I've been drinking AG1 every single day. Thanks to my brother, Dr. Andrew Huberman, who turned me on to this incredible product. Every day, every morning, no exceptions. Just one scoop and a glass of water. They also make packs that you can travel with. That's been very, very helpful for me as a active touring person. Having these packets with me all around the world has been really, really helpful. So if you're a musician or somebody that is always on the go, the travel packs are incredible. AG1 delivers my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, and pre and probiotics. It's very powerful, it's very healthy, and it's really simple, man. Healthy aging shouldn't feel complicated. The thought of taking multiple supplements and all these types of vitamins and stuff and powders, it's truly exhausting for me. I've never been one to take a lot of multivitamins anyway throughout my whole life. I always prided myself in just eating vegetables and eating all the stuff I need naturally, not in a pill form. So this is incredible. It covers my nutrient gaps. It supports my mental and physical health. AG1 is hassle-free, 60 seconds every morning. It's the high-quality ingredients of pre and probiotics, adaptogens and antioxidants, and whole food sourced nutrients. I drink it every single day. Every batch of AG1s goes through rigorous testing processes, and their ingredients are sourced for absorption, potency, and nutrient density. If there's one product I can suggest you guys, is the AG1s, man. This has been a life changer for me. So go to ag1.com/OLLC and you can get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. With AG1, I know I'm getting essential brain, gut, and immune health support, vitamins, probiotics, and nutrients for the day, and it's helped my mental and physical. So if there's one thing I can recommend to you guys, it's AG1s. It's my nutritional insurance. I pride myself as almost being 54 years old, not going to the doctor all the time. Knock on wood. I've been healthy my whole life and try to strive to be a healthy person, stay young, stay full of energy, and still do the things I love that I did as a kid. That's why I still skateboard, play music, exercise. So start the year off right. AG1, ag1.com/OLLC. Yo, Liquid Death, thank you so much for hydrating all my guests, taking care of me and my family and my friends. Love your water, love your brand, love what you stand for, love what you give back to the community. If you want to learn more about Liquid Death and how it started, listen to episode 115 with the co-founder, owner, and creator of Liquid Death, Mike Cesario. Just a punk rock skateboarding kid from Delaware with a dream. It's an incredible story, incredible journey. So if you go liquiddeath.com/Toby, you get free shipping on any items you order from liquiddeath.com. If you want to just get Liquid Death water, go to amazon.com. But for the merchandise and other cool items, exclusive items, go to liquiddeath.com/Toby and get free shipping. Thank you so much, Liquid Death. Death to plastic, murder your thirst. Stay hydrated. You know H2O saves lives. Welcome to the One Life, One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Today I have my friend Jessie Lee here in the kitchen. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It's interesting how we met, and it's very out of the norm for the Morse family, but we were at the porn awards that Joanna Angel invited us to, and we were kind of skeptical about going because never been to anything like that, and it was really fun. We were at a table with you. Joanna was the host. Jenna was there too, and my friend Don. There was a bunch of people at the table, but that's where we met, which is pretty crazy. Unless I met you before back in the day.
Jen was there too. No, I don't think
when I did a deep dive on you, I saw a picture of you blonde hair, and I might have recognized you from somewhere back in the day. Who knows?
I mean, I used to go to shows all the time, so I probably went to an HO show
back in Buffalo. Yeah. But you're from Buffalo?
Originally, yeah. Born and raised.
And you got siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister, a younger sister, and I have a half brother, but I don't really talk to him. So he's from my dad's second marriage. That I'm like, okay. So. And
I have a couple friends from Buffalo. There's a lot of great hardcore bands from Buffalo, and now hip hop is telling you right now. A few minutes ago, Conway the Machine. How was growing up in Buffalo? What was that like?
It's fucking cold, man.
Yeah, it's freezing up there.
Although Canada was like right there.
Totally,
so
Toronto.
like, I mean, I was a heavy drinker when I was younger, when I lived in Buffalo, and like, you know, when you're 19, you like turn 19 and you go across the border to Canada.
That was the thing?
Yeah, and then like bars open till 2 a.m. there, and then bars open till 4 a.m. in Buffalo. So you'd get a fake ID or go to like a friend's bar or something and like drink some more. So lots of alcoholics in Buffalo.
Was it hard to going over the border back and forth? Is that pretty easy getting to Canada?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just because it's like they knew you're from Buffalo, so they like would let you go. But
not for bands. It's hard as hell.
Yeah, I know like the bands do like the whole like going to Detroit. They go from like Buffalo up through Ontario or whatever, and then go to Detroit, right? Because it's like quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Canadian border is super hard, man. Really? Just for bands like bringing merch and searching your van.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was pretty gnarly.
There's lots of bands from Buffalo too, though. The music scene is like fucking so good there.
Yeah.
So good.
We got. Well, Buffalo was back in the day Zero Tolerance, which is an OG band.
Yeah.
We got Terra.
Yeah.
And then Syracuse too. That was a big Earth Crisis, Snapcase.
Oh yeah.
There's so many bands, man. Buried Alive. So did you start going to shows at an early age?
I started going to shows when I was already after I was 18. So I think I got into like hardcore metal punk like later in life, like after I was already in my 20s. So yeah.
What about growing up? What were you into? What kind of music?
I just really like hip hop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like I was like all about Biggie, man.
Wow.
I mean, I listened to Biggie when he was still alive, you know?
Yeah.
And Tupac when he was still alive.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's like all the radio rap stuff, hip hop and stuff was so good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And so how were you as a kid, like growing up? Were you like a good kid? Wild kid?
I'm the middle child.
Okay. I'm the baby, yeah.
Yeah, so so the middle child is always the one who like is like
rebellious.
Rebellious and like kind of just like gets in trouble and like, you know, gets punished a lot and, you know.
Were your parents strict?
My parents separated when I was younger, but my dad was just a piece of shit. And my mom was just like the best person ever. Like she's so strong and caring and she's amazing. But yeah, so we like left my father when I was like 14 because he's once again a piece of shit.
Wow. Yeah. And so you guys stayed in the town?
Yeah, so we stayed in Buffalo until I was like, I think I was 22, and then we moved to Maryland for a couple of years.
What part of Maryland?
Frederick, Maryland.
I moved to Maryland too for a second. I moved to St. Mary's County, Lexington Park.
Okay.
Super south, super southern, like 45 minutes from DC, but like super hick.
Yeah, I like, so the city that I was in is Frederick, so it's nicknamed Fredneck.
I know Frederick, Maryland for sure.
Yeah. So so I lived in Frederick for a year, and then I lived in Baltimore for a year, and then I was like, I can't do Maryland anymore. So I moved to New York, and then I was in New York for like 5 years, and then I like moved to LA in 2011.
Did you graduate from high school?
I did not. I got my good enough diploma.
Good enough. Were you shitty at school? You hated school?
I was just like over it. Like kids are fucking pieces of shit also. Like high school kids are so mean. They're so mean. Yeah. I just didn't want to be around them. And like it was just, school wasn't challenging for me. So I was like, I dropped out and got my GED when I was like, I think 17. Like right after I turned 17. So it was like super easy.
Were you like a popular kid? Like what kind of kid were you?
I was not popular at all. I got picked on. So I'm like, kids are mean. They're just like super mean.
Yeah, were you like kind of nerdy?
Yeah. I was like all of my friends were like the super nerdy kids. Yeah. So
interesting. And then you find punk rock, and that's later on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I like became friends with a bunch of like local like Buffalo bands, and just like started listening to started going to their shows, and went to like Broadway Joe's a lot, and you know.
Were you working when you left school?
What was I doing? Yeah, I dropped out and I started working at Hooters.
Okay. So Hooters.
Yeah. I worked at a bunch of restaurants, so yeah.
And then what were your goals? Do you have any goals that you wanted to do at that point?
I don't know really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to I just wanted to like do something. So
did you have dreams of like leaving Buffalo, obviously get the fuck out of
here?
Oh,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So. It's a small kind of city, right?
Oh yeah. It's like, it's small, but it's not small. So like everyone knows everyone out there. So yeah. But it's like a really good community though.
And did you start going to shows in New York City too as well? Is that not till later? Like leaving, going out the places.
I moved to New York when I was like 20. When did I move to New York? I think I was 24 when I started moving there. When I moved there, I think I went to bars more than anything. So yeah. I don't know if I really went to shows out there. I don't remember.
And then when did you stop like partying and become straight edge?
When I was 24, so it was 2008. So it was, I went out drinking, and I thought I got alcohol poisoning, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. So I just stopped drinking. It was hard because I still like craved alcohol after that, but I was like, I can't do this anymore. And like, and now it's just like anytime I get actually really uncomfortable when I'm around people who are like drunk. Like when people are having like a drink or two, that's fine. But like, I just don't like when people are like intoxicated around me.
Yeah. We like a crazy blackout drunk.
Oh yeah. I was like the type of person who could either be sober or wasted. Like I would like go to the bar and like go for like the open bar, like get there early. And if I got too drunk, I would go in the bathroom and throw up so I can sober up. And then I would drink some more. Like that was what I did. Yeah. It was awful. Wow. And I was like, I did like so many questionable things when I was drunk too.
You do drugs? Were you doing drugs too?
Oh yeah. Like when I was drunk, I always wanted to do cocaine. So I was like, oh, and like sometimes I wouldn't have money for cocaine. So I'd find other ways to get the cocaine. So, you know, like.
So you were going hard.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore. So.
Did you start getting tattooed at early age too?
Yeah. I got my first tattoo in Canada when I was like 16, 17. And I mean, it's covered right now, but then I started getting like little tattoos here and there. And then I started getting really tattooed when I was like 22, 23.
And then what are you doing after Hooters? Like what happens after that?
What did I do after that? I think I just worked in a bunch of restaurants or whatnot, but eventually I started dancing and doing porn. This is like 10 years down the road. So, or not 10 years, like 5 years down the road. So. Yeah.
And so how do you get into that? Like, how was your life before you start doing that? Like, are you in relationships? Are you like, what is your deal like with?
No, I like having relationships, but I'm not really like, I mean, I've had serious relationships, like long-term relationships, but I haven't like, I don't like look for those. Yeah. They just kind of happen sometimes.
Yeah. So your life is you're just working and dancing and doing all that. And the next thing is just start doing that. Like, yeah. How's it even happen? Like, you just like, I want to try that?
Well, I was living in Baltimore and my friend worked at a strip club in like on the block in Baltimore. If you know anything about the block in Baltimore, it's like where all the strip clubs are. But she's like, hey, you should come to my strip club and dance. Like, okay. I was like, I like dancing. And I was like really nervous, but I got the job and I loved it. And I'm an exhibitionist. So I like when people can like watch me. Yeah. So not necessarily talk to me, but just watch me.
And so you started doing that and that just leads to like, yeah. Were you dancing to Biggie? Did you get to pick your songs?
I did get to pick my songs. I would dance to stuff like Deftones and fucking Alexis on Fire and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So then from that, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna try porn or.
Yeah, and I just like I would like model for different like tattooed sites, and then I like I applied for Burning Angel, and I just started doing photos, and then in 2007 is when I did my first shoot for them. So September 2007 is my first video for them, and then. There's that.
How old were you then?
I was 24.
So that's Joanna Angel, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. So for the listeners, that was like almost one of the, I know the Suicide Girls, but the Burning Angel 2 is, I don't know if it's the first one, like the first like tattooed women in that industry, correct?
Yeah. So
fully tatted up, like. So
Suicide Girls is more like the girls who just like pose pretty with like tattoos. The Burning Angel is the girls who just want to like get railed, you know?
Yeah.
I was trying to make that sound not so perverted, but I'm like, whatever.
No, it's actually doing videos and stuff like that. It's not just posing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like videos and like lines and stuff like that. So
growing up, did you have boyfriends? Were you like a shy girl growing up?
I did have boyfriends. Actually, my first boyfriend was like when I was like 8 years old. Okay. But he was like, my father was like the head of NA. He was like one of the head speakers of NA. Wow. So it's like one of the other person's sons. So I just started dating him when I was 8, but I'd only see him at like NA events. Wow. Like that they had. So yeah, my first boyfriend was through NA.
But you weren't like a person that had, like, sometimes we're talking to Joanna too, there's people that come from it. Sometimes she's like, I was kind of a shy girl, I wasn't dating a lot. And then I just found this way to like, to express myself and be seen and be myself and kind of blossom, right?
I feel like I'm kind of shy, but I don't know. Like I'm shy when it comes to like approaching people. Like when I like someone, I won't like approach them. But you know, once I know that they like me also, then I'll approach them. I don't know.
So you do your first video and then it just starts going, right?
Yeah, and then.
And you loved it, and you're making money, and just.
Oh yeah, like I love shooting. It's a lot of fun, and it's like that's what I miss the most about like recovering from this accident that I was in 3 months ago is like that I can't really shoot because I'm like I can't do what I was doing. So
yeah,
my mouth doesn't operate the same way it did.
But it will, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
Do your parents find out what you're doing back then?
So my mom knew the entire time, and I thought I was like hiding it from my father, but I guess he actually knew, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
But was your mom tripping or anything?
My mom was cool about it. She like told her friends, like her coworkers, that her daughter's a porn star.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like my daughter's a porn star. She wanted like Burning Angel stickers and bumper stickers for her car.
She was proud.
Yeah, she loved it. I mean, it's not like she's like for me doing porn, but she's for me like being happy and like like doing. She knows that I'm smart and I'm not gonna put myself in harm.
Yeah. So you're still living in Buffalo when this takes off?
I was actually living in New York City.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went from Buffalo, and then I moved from Buffalo to Maryland for 2 years, and then I moved up to Brooklyn, and then when I moved to Brooklyn in like 2007, that's when I like started like shooting. So
why'd you go to Brooklyn? That's just where things were happening.
I was like dating a guy who also lived in Brooklyn, but I didn't move up there for him. But I just like fell in love with New York City and like how like the energy and everything from it. So yeah, he lived in Bushwick at the time, but yeah, it was just like. He's originally from Long Island, but yeah, like he just being there, and I was like, oh, this is great. I love this. And like the city's just like 24 hours. So.
Thriving culture. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah. So you just start making a living doing that. That's it. Everything is just focused on just doing that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And you stayed in New York for a while?
Yeah, I stayed in New York until 2011.
And do you blow up pretty fast and get a name for yourself? Like, does that happen?
Yeah, it's weird though. Like I actually haven't. With Burning Angel, I actually didn't film that much. Like Joanna sometimes would only film me like 3 times a year, but because I'm one of the most tattooed girls on the site, and like I don't know, I'm really good at promoting myself. I guess like I became like a fan favorite and like had like a kind of like a cult following. So
wow, and then and even with that, like you do signings and stuff like that. People know you, and you. Yeah.
Like even like because working at the Pockrock Museum, like people know that I work there, so people will like come in and like want to get photos with me. Like every day I have at least one person ask me. It's really fun. And
were people recognizing you back then too when you started popping off? Like people would, if they saw you in the street or somewhere?
Well, here and there. I mean, it took a couple of years for people to start like to stop me on the street and like be like, oh my god, Jessie Lee. So it took a little bit, but you know, it was well worth it.
And this is your real name?
Well, no.
Okay.
Jessie Lee is not my real name.
I'll just keep it like that. So then how does your life change when that all starts for you? And just that kind of lifestyle, and is it exhausting?
Well,
draining?
I think with me, I was really smart about it because I didn't like go in head first like most girls do, like going into porn like head first and like make that like your whole life. Like I was still doing other things also. Like I was still like dancing. So I was able to dance. So it was like I was able to focus on a couple of things. So it wasn't just like one thing I was depending on. So
yeah. And you were smart with your money and like
not really.
Not investing things or buying.
Who's ever smart with their money? No.
Did you ever buy a house with the money from that or do anything like that?
No. I don't own a house.
Okay.
One day.
So you just how many years are you in the business for now?
Since 2007. So
wow.
Yeah, a lot of years.
And lots changed since then too, just with like the free download, all that different websites and
like the whole content and like the whole like content like age, like now everyone's doing porn and it's so hard to keep up with. Like the OnlyFans, like people like every once in a while I'll make a video and sell it, but like a lot of these girls are literally on there all day, all night, and I was like, I can't do that.
And they're making crazy money too.
These are girls that are making like $1 million a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, some girls, like some of the top creators are making like $1 million a month. I mean, other girls, average around like even like 10K a month.
Damn.
Yeah, even like 10K a month. You know, it's like kind of just average for like a lot of the girls, not me, but you know, a lot of the girls.
But you really don't need to retire anymore. You can just go to OnlyFans and keep making money. Like,
there's actually a lot of like performers that like went from like just doing like studio work, like where like they're shooting for studios, they get like a flat fee, like, and that's it. And then they went to just shooting for the OnlyFans, and they make so much more money just by like shooting photos of themselves just like in their apartment, just like not having to like drive anywhere, be around people, and then they own everything. Even with me, like a lot of times, like when I wasn't able to update content, I would just like resell stuff. Like, oh, have you seen this video? And I'll resell it, and people were still buying it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really kicked off in the pandemic too, I think.
Oh yeah.
People started making crazy money.
Yeah. I guess before the pandemic, I actually had an OnlyFans, but I didn't like actually do anything with it, or I was like trying to do stuff with it, but I wasn't making that much money. And then the pandemic happened, and then like I changed up my format, like I changed up like how I sell things, and I was making, I mean, for me it was pretty good money. You know, it was like, I think I was making like $8,000 a month, which is fucking great, you know, for just like hanging out at home. You know, for me, that was great, you know.
No, it's really good.
I mean, I don't make that anymore, but you know.
So during the pandemic, that's probably the only way people could actually survive in that business. Yeah.
Wow. What sucks though is like after the pandemic started like dwindling down, like people stopped having as much money to spend.
True.
So people stopped making it, and then it started getting harder. That's why like I don't update my OnlyFans that much anymore, because it's just people are so like demanding, and they like want your attention, and they want all your attention. Like, oh, I paid $3 for your page, I deserve all your attention. I was like, what? So yeah,
there's a lot you have to give back, and people expect things.
I was like, you know, I don't have time for this.
What about people? I talked to Jordan about this too, like separating people, relationships, who expect you to be a certain way that you are at your job, but then actually you're just a person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like separating that what they see on video, then you as a fucking person in a relationship, like a I don't know. Like just kind of separating that.
No, it's like that too. Like people don't realize like when I'm Jessie Lee on film, that's me like in character. Like that's my character. So even when I'm dating and stuff like that, like I feel like a lot of guys expect that like person that I'm like that I am on the internet.
Yeah.
But like normally I'm just like I just like hang out at home, and I like wear PJs, and like I like watch fucking Netflix, you know, hang out with my dogs. Like I don't really like have this like crazy life. So you know. Drink liquid death. just trying
to like people like separating the two, like work and
like
life.
people will like I like went on a date with some guy like last week, and it was like really weird because like I'd like just met him, and he was being like love bombing, like aggressively love bombing, and I'm like it's probably because he like knew who he was, and I was video, it was like really uncomfortable, and it was just like this is I was like I still feel like icky like thinking about it.
It's like dudes that maybe fall in love with you from your videos, and then you meet you or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's also like because then you have to live up to that, and it's like I don't want to do that. You know, I want to be me. You know, I want to be vulnerable sometimes. I want to like have insecurities. Like I want to have faults. I want to have like flaws. You know, like I want to have all this stuff. But like on camera and like on the internet, you're not really allowed to show that you have any flaws. Like even like my face is like, you know, like I'm like talking like I have a lisp, and you know because of my and speech impediment because of my accident, because of my scar. But like people, I'll like post photos of like not the scar showing. Feel like, oh my god, you're all healed. I was like, not quite.
But you did show the scars. I thought that was awesome that you like showed everybody what happened.
Like the thing is like I also like I wanted to show that because I wanted people to know like, hey, like I'm actually like recovering. Like I'm like this is what I'm currently
dealing with. And you're fucking human.
Yeah, like I want people to know like, hey, like I'm going through like I like went through like the first month or two of like my recovery. Like I was like fucking I like was crying all the time, and I was like I'm so ugly, and like I thought so lowly of myself. Like even now like people like tell me like how like work in a museum, people like you're so pretty, you're beautiful, this and that, and like I'm like thanks, but like in my mind it's like I don't believe them because all I'm focusing on is like my flaws, like my face.
Of course. I love the scar.
Yeah.
I fucking love scars. I showed my wife. She's like, that's so hot. Like, I love my wife. I mean,
I actually really love the scars. And I actually, before the accident happened, I was originally going to get like my throat tattoo. It's like a bunch of spider webs, but I wanted to get it like higher up. So it's like more on my chin, like on my jawline. Like, that's what I wanted originally. So like, oh, I guess now I can just get that.
Totally.
But yeah, like, I mean, the only thing that I like care about is like that makes me insecure is like my speech, like the way I talk, and like, you know, just not being able to smile fully because like the nerves are all shot in that side of the face.
But I don't think it's forever. I really don't. It's just a process you're going through now.
it just sucks because I'm like so impatient. I'm like, no, heal now.
Yeah, but at least you're alive and you're talking. You're hanging right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the whole situation, and I guess we'll go to that now, just like you getting hit from behind, like by your house and breaking your fucking jaw in 100 million pieces. And
it's crazy.
And you just showed me pictures that nobody's seen. We can almost see your teeth through your face, which is
like I can't post those photos because like I tried posting it and then like the internet took it down because it was too gory. I was like, sorry, I tried.
So let's go to that moment then, because you're about to move to. Were you about to move to Vegas? Are you in LA when this happens?
Yeah. So I was living in NoHo at the time, and I actually had an apartment in Vegas, like already. Like I was living at part time in June because I had 2 apartments. I had one in NoHo and one in Vegas, and I was like moving out there. And I was like, I packed up, I hired movers, I got a truck, and I was going to have my friend Will like drive the truck and like me follow with my car. But the thing about the truck is like, I was going to park it at my apartment building out there like overnight. And like, I don't fucking trust people. Yeah. So I don't trust anyone. So I needed a lock. So I literally went to Walgreens, which is like 4 blocks from my apartment. I got the lock, was on my way home. My apartment was unlocked because I was just coming right back, and I needed to feed my dogs and stuff. So I don't know why I didn't unlock. For some reason, I must have known that like this was gonna happen, so I didn't lock it. It's weird.
Wow.
But yeah, and I'm like sitting at a red light, and I'm like going to like turn left onto my street, 2 blocks from my apartment, 2 blocks from like the Walgreens. And then like I'm leaning forward because I'm like really tired, and then like I look in the side mirror and I see these like 2 lights coming really fast in my car. I was like, oh shit. And I like braced myself like really well, and like I guess I think I was just too close to the steering wheel, and that when the airbag came out, like the cover of the airbag, it comes down a little bit, so it sliced my face open, like from like my pretty much like my temples, like all the way to like the bottom of my chin.
So crazy. The airbag really didn't protect you, it cut you in a sense? No,
the airbag fucked me up.
It's fucking...
Yeah, I was like buckled up too. I was buckled up and I was like bracing myself. So if the airbag didn't actually like go off, I would have been fine.
Wow.
But because the airbag went off, because it's a safety thing, you know, and he like shoved me into a Tesla. Thank God the fucking Tesla was there, or else I would have went into the like the oncoming traffic.
Yeah, that's fucking scary.
Like the guy, like, so I was like, I think the light behind me was turning red. It was the guy who was driving his girlfriend's car. So the light was turning, I think the light behind me was turning red, and I think I heard something. So that's why I looked in my side view mirror, because I must have heard like his car revving or something like that. And like he like slammed into my car. Like I was waiting at the red light for like a good like 15 seconds in the car in front of me also. And like so on the police report, he actually lied, and he said that he had to swerve. He swerved to miss. It was like something like, oh, the light was turning from green to red. So he had to swerve out of the way to miss my car, and he hit me, which isn't true, because every single other person, all 3 other cars, including that's mine. Yeah. We all said like we're like at a red light.
Still, yeah.
So yeah, so I'm trying to like.
Wow.
Yeah, he has no insurance. His girlfriend has very minimal insurance. So I don't even get my hospital bills covered.
And then what about the airbags and like that kind of thing? Is that a known thing that airbags can do that? Like,
I don't know. I mean, we're looking into that.
I would.
So yeah. So I mean, I'm definitely looking into that to see if like there's something I can do about that. But other than that, like,
it's supposed to protect you.
Yeah, you would think, right?
I know. And then I saw like you were doing a thing to raise some money, and people were trying to talk shit. It's like, fuck off, dude.
Like so Fat Mike, he like put something on the NoFX, like he like posted about me and like, oh, you can donate for her, this and that, and people were saying like they're like talking shit on me, saying like, oh, she should have money saved because she's a porn star, she makes all this money, she's a celebrity. It's like, I mean, porn stars don't actually make that much money. We don't really make that much money, you know.
Plus, if people know anything about hospital bills, it doesn't matter. Shit's insane.
My hospital bills are $200,000.
Wow.
And they call me like 3 times a day,
asking for the money.
Yeah.
And you have no insurance in?
Because I was supposed to start at the Peacock Museum on March 3rd. Dude. This happened February 27th. And also the day before it happened, I was supposed to shoot for Brazzers. So
that's a big deal, right? Yeah.
I had a Brazzer scene, and then I was going to the museum the next day, and then like I was doing my training for a week, and then start officially on the 10th. And Yeah, and then this happened. Like the thing with like, because I'm salary, I'm full time there, so I get like benefits.
Yeah.
But the benefits don't kick in until 60 days after hiring. So I'm like, oh no.
And now you have like a pre-existing condition, I guess, because what happened.
Yeah.
So what happens to your jaw?
I don't
Shattered?
know.
No, just shattered in the accident?
Yeah, it was broken in 3 spots.
And so it's kind of, you said it's kind of hanging off your face at that moment. You're holding it.
Yeah,
and you're
like
in shock.
Yeah, he had to like so the doctor had to he had to like sew everything together, and he had to wire my jaw shut for 6.5 weeks.
Fuck.
So that song Kanye West Through the Wire, like
yes.
that was literally my life.
That's
like,
insane.
I would drink smoothies. I still drink smoothies because I love smoothies. But I was like drinking smoothies, and like I was like eating like baby food, like those little pouches you can like eat. Like I was like anything.
Probably starving,
like,
man. Yeah.
I was so hungry. I lost like 15 pounds.
Wow.
It was I've gained a lot. I've gained a little bit back, so now I can eat. But I was so desperate for something savory instead of something like sweet that I went to something vegan, and I got their like I got their spaghetti meatballs, and I added like oat milk into it, and I like blended it up, and that's what I would have. Like that was like my treat. I was like,
you're drinking spaghetti meatballs?
Yeah, it was like a spaghetti meatball flavored shake.
Was it good?
Oh god, it was so good.
That sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah. Now that I'm in LA, I can actually go to something vegan and get that again before I go home tonight.
So everything's liquid, yeah, for that.
Even like for the 2 weeks after, because my jaw was still like my jaw was like closed. Like even now, like if I open my mouth, it doesn't open all the way. Yeah. I'm like gradually like getting it that way. But yeah, like I was for like almost 2 months, all I can do is like liquids, and even now, like I can't eat anything that involves like chewing, like heavy chewing, like anything that's crunchy. Like when I order to go food, I order from any restaurant, but like, oh, can you not toast the bread? Because I can't eat it if it's like that. Yeah.
Fuck, you did knock some teeth out too, or no?
So it chipped a bunch of my teeth, like my molar, like the top half of my molar is like gone. Like
Damn.
And a lot of like it's chipped all around like the outside of it. Like my one bottom canine that was like in the friggin' wire. That's like loose. Another tooth is loose. So
you have to get all dental done too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Mexico.
Okay.
So the money, I've like raised a little bit of money on my GoFundMe. So all that money is gonna go towards. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna raise enough money to get my face fixed, but I need to just get something done. You know, I need to get my teeth done.
I'm gonna have a dentist for you actually.
Oh, in Mexico?
Here.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you after the pod.
Okay.
Like life-changing dentist.
Is it Mexico prices?
I might have something for you.
Okay, cool.
And I'll send a picture of me. I'll tell him your story, everything. He does all my friends and all these pro skateboarders.
Awesome. Yeah, because I was gonna go to Mexico because everyone's like, go to Mexico.
You should get a gold tooth in the back though.
Yeah,
I think you should get a gold. I think you should get a gold tooth.
I used to have like the little like jewels on my teeth.
Yeah.
Bedazzle my teeth. I used to do that. I kind of want a gold tooth. I should though, because it's like the one tooth is like also like the one tooth is like loose, so I'm gonna have to get it removed anyway. So I was gonna go gold tooth there instead.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
So how has your life changed since all this happened?
It's been tough. I'm so glad that I like work at the Punk Rock Museum now, because it's like everyone there is like it's so good, and it's really good for my mental health. Like I was in such a bad spot before this, because it's also like during my recovery, like I had to take a bunch, like I'm straight edge, so, like I don't like to take anything that like makes me feel even like kind of
Same,
weird.
barely take Advil.
Yeah, like I don't like if something's like too strong, like I don't like this. So like I was having to take like, you know, like oxys and stuff like that, but like like muscle relaxers, because I was in so much pain.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to, but I would take like the lowest amount, because I just, and like thank God I didn't like feel any like weird like getting high. I mean sometimes sometimes I did, but I'm like, I lowered the dose after that. I'm like, all right, I took too much. But yeah, it was just like, so it was hard like just being straight edge and like celebrating my fucking my birthday, fucking high on fucking on fucking pain pills.
It was your sober birthday?
Yeah, it was. Well, March 5th is my sober birthday.
So how many years? Wait,
I think it's 13.
Wow, it's awesome.
I think so. Maybe it's longer. I don't know.
Damn.
2008.
But shit like that.
I can't remember anymore.
You're still straight as girl.
15 years? Is that 15 years?
Maybe. I don't even know.
I don't know anymore.
But you're still straight as don't trip.
Okay.
Shit like that, you're fucking, look what happened to you. You gotta fucking, can't be in crazy pain. Like
but it sucks though. Like I was like celebrating my birthday, like,
and then you're fucking
on fucking like oxys and painkillers, like because my fucking face hurts so much, and it's like it sucks though because it was giving me a huge headache because it's like all these like things like recovering and stuff like that on my face, like mending itself. So it was hurting my head. So I was like, this is awful.
Are you still in pain now at this moment, or?
So I like when I eat, so it's like really sore here. So it's like all around the scar still. It's like really, really sore. Yeah. When I eat food, that still hurts. But like even like
chewing and shit and like
chewing so hard. Yeah, even like this part of my lip, I've like barely any feeling. So when I eat food, sometimes I bite my lip because like I can't feel it. I don't. Yeah.
It's like you're numb.
It's like 24/7 fucking Novocaine, man.
And so when they wire your jaw, they literally wire your jaw.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like my jaw was just like shut, and I was like, so it was really hard to eat anything.
Fuck out, man. I don't know why. Like I feel claustrophobic in my own mouth or something like.
Yeah, and like I couldn't really talk either. So like even after I got it out, like so people could hear me, like I started to learn how to talk with my mouth shut, with my jaw shut.
Jesus.
So after I got it unwired, I tried talking like normally with my teeth like moving, and nobody can understand me. I was like, all right, I guess I'll close my jaw this time. Next time I talk.
The person that hit you, did they ever meet you after that? Did they know what kind of damage they've done to you?
Mm-hmm. No, but I have their name. I have their phone numbers. I have their addresses.
So this has to go to court and all that.
I know what they do for a living. So I know all that. So.
But this shit still has to go. Insurance, all this stuff.
This is going to be like another few years. Yeah. Thank God I live in Vegas now.
It's cool you get medical insurance at the punk rock museum because people in punk rock bands don't even have medical insurance. It's cool that the museum's giving it. It's awesome.
and because I'm celery. So, you know, like I was like telling Mike like back in like January, because like he like helped me put together my avian outfit because I needed a bunch of latex, and you know Mike loves latex.
Yeah.
So I was like helping him figure that out, and I was like telling him that like I'm like so over like working at strip clubs and hustling. I was like, I don't want to hustle anymore. I was like, I just want this. He's like, come work at the museum. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll put you on like as a brand ambassador in like retail. I was like, okay. He's like, you literally know everyone. So I'm like, I do, you know.
So that's your job title there?
Yeah. So I'm brand ambassador, and then I do retail also. But yeah.
Are you kind of trying to retire from everything else and just?
I don't think yet. I'm, you know, I think I'm just waiting until my face recovers. So I'm like not doing any filming for until January.
Okay.
Because I want to be like fully healed. I don't want to be like somewhat healed. Like even like I went to the Brazzers social. Like,
Brazzers is huge for the listeners. What is that for the listeners?
So Brazzers owns Pornhub.
Okay.
So
it's massive.
Yeah. So I was like talking to one of the guys at Brazzers, like, yeah, like someone was like, yeah, when I recover, I'll shoot for Brazzers. Brazzers will be the first person I shoot for. He's like, take your time, don't worry. And like, so I definitely want to I'm going to be really choosy in who I shoot with after I come back. Like, I'm not going to shoot for anyone. I'm just going to shoot for like big companies.
And
then eventually I want to like retire from porn. Yeah. Eventually, you know. I mean, who knows what my future holds at the Punk Rock Museum.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm a full-time salary employee. So like, I mean, I'm literally there like all day every day. I just got an apartment that's 2 miles from the museum, so that way I can be closer to work. You know? And I have a 2-year lease on it. So perfect. I'm stuck there.
Are you gonna keep the scar?
Probably. I mean, I put like Scarway on it just to like make it a little more like, I don't know if it's actually helping. Yeah. But I'm putting Scarway on it anyway. But I mean, I'm always going to have the scar anyway. I mean, when I get a tattoo, I'm going to get it like around it, so it's not going to go over the scar. So I don't know. I mean, I like the scar too. I just don't like the whole like not moving my face part associated with it.
If you could have the scar and talk and move your face, it'd be good. Yeah. And you think you're going to have that for a while, like having the lisp and...
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think the only reason I have the lisp is because like the side of my face doesn't really work, so it's like, and my jaw's still a little bit broken. So.
And then what can you do for that? What kind of like? therapy? What kind of stuff can you do to work on that? You have to massage your face?
I was just like, my friend, he's a physician's assistant. So he told me to just like massage my face a bunch and just like smile a bunch and like look in the mirror and smile a bunch, which is kind of what I do. Like I'll just like, plus I just like open my mouth a lot so I can stretch out my jaw a little bit. So yeah, like this is me opening my jaw.
Wow.
That's as far as I can open it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My bottom teeth are still like only like an inch. They only move an inch. Not even an inch.
And so like metal in your jaw, like what's in there, like to put it back together? You didn't even know?
I don't know. I don't think anything's in there.
Damn. No, to like put it all back together, your jaw. It's just healing back together, basically?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
And your mouth was hanging off.
Oh, it was like I had to like hold it up the entire time. Like you saw the photos of me with like the white thing around my face. They only had that on there, so my jaw would be attached. You
think you're in shock until you got to the hospital? Like, or did you know really what was happening?
I didn't really know. I mean, I saw the accident. I saw the car coming. And that's why I braced myself. So like I knew what happened. I just didn't know what extent to what I looked like. And like to get me out of the car, they had to literally just like pry the door open because it got the car kind of just like got pushed, all the entire frame got pushed forward. So like it was like sticking the door. Like the door is like jammed. So it was crazy.
And what happened to the person you hit? And anything happened to the person in front of you?
The police report said that they have like minimal like neck damage, but he was also driving a Tesla. So I feel like Teslas are like pretty safe.
Yeah.
So, and plus I think like my car hitting his car, it wasn't like that much like damage on my car. So I don't think there was like crazy damage on his car. So I think I was the one who like got most of the shock.
Did the guy that hit you come up to the car and try to help you out?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I get one accident, but you get out, you kind of shocked. Everybody's like, you okay? You okay? You exchange each other's information. You kind of keep it moving. So that kind of happened, or yeah?
No, I mean, I was just like sitting there. It was just like some like random guy who's like an onlooker. Like he like came over and he asked how I was, and he's like, hey, do you want me to call anyone? So I had him like, I was like, yeah, call my mom. He's like, where's your phone? I was like, it's in my pocket. So my phone was just in my back pocket the entire time. So he had to like take my phone out of my pocket from me, call my mom from me. Yeah.
Was your mom freaking out?
Yeah. She was like, oh shit. She's like, I hope you're okay. You know, but she's in Buffalo, so it's like she couldn't really be there. So
how long are you in the hospital for?
A week.
Damn.
Yeah. I couldn't afford to be there any longer.
Yeah.
Plus it's like in the hospital because I was on a liquid diet and I'm vegan.
Oh, dude.
Like they were feeding me. This is what I get. This was my meals. They gave me soy milk, a thing of soy milk, a thing of veggie broth, and that's it.
Wow.
That's literally it. Like, that's all they're giving me is like veggie broth and soy milk. And I was like, I don't want this anymore. Oh, and applesauce too.
They need more things at the hospitals, man. The food's so bad there, man.
Yeah, there's like zero nutrition. Like, I lost so much weight and I was so weak and stuff like that because I wasn't getting any nutrients in my body. So,
people coming to visit you there and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, man. That shit's scary, man.
I know.
There's like the new version of you, which is like, it's kind of, I mean, I don't know.
This is actually my second big car accident too.
What was the first one?
Me, Joanna, and her assistant Jojo were on our way to Exotica in Jersey, and it was right after Joanna and her ex broke up, and she was talking about that. We're in Jersey, and she made an illegal left turn. She can't make left turns in Jersey. Sorry. And then this woman slammed into the car on my side.
What?
And like I hit the other side of the window, and then it landed in the center console. Dead. I died for 5 minutes. I had to resuscitate it on the scene. Yeah.
No way. How long ago was this?
2010. November 5th, 2010. Remember the 5th of November. So that's like my saying now.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
So you died.
Yeah. So also, so Mike, Fat Mike, he I was telling him about it because like a couple of years ago I had him we'd celebrated I call it my death anniversary, November 5th. I had my sober birthday, my death anniversary, and my birthday. So yeah, so Mike was he was so intrigued by it. He actually wrote a song. So I have a NoFX song about my accident.
Oh my God, what's it called?
not dead anymore.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like it's on their new, you know, like the new set, that the new singles box set that they put out. Like it's on there. He has like an acoustic version of just him, the NoFX version, and then a sitting on Stacey's version. The sitting on Stacey's version is so happy. I love it so much.
Were you a NoFX fan before you met him or growing up?
I mean, I like NoFX. I mean, I definitely had some records, but like I've known Mike since like 2008. So yeah.
How'd you guys meet?
We met at Angels and Kings in New York City. My friend Rob Hitt, who was in that band Midtown, drummer.
Yeah.
So Rob Hitt was like, he was there's Trainwreck Tuesdays is what it was, but Rob was just there, and like Mike showed up like to Angels and Kings, and I was there also. And Rob's like, "Hey Mike, this is Jessie. She's a dom." I was a dominatrix at the time in New York, and so that's how we get along. And then like, and then
dom world.
Yeah, and then that night, like the first time I actually hung out with him, he like rented a dungeon in New York, and like he had like 7 different doms just beating the shit out of him.
Wow,
awesome. I love beating the shit out of Mike. It's so much fun.
So there's dungeons for the listeners. There's dungeons in different places all around the country where people do that. Every city.
Oh yeah.
And a dungeon meaning like a basement somewhere in Manhattan.
Break it down. Well, it's not really a basement, but it's just a little. It's like very like it kind of feels like a basement, but it's not. It's like it's in really like nice areas. Mike actually areas. Yeah, Mike actually has a dungeon at both of. He has like a dungeon. I don't know if he has them in his Vegas place, but he definitely has one in his LA place. Yeah. So
dungeon's literally downstairs, and it's just all kinds of shit popping.
It's just a whole bunch of stuff to torture people with.
Okay.
Consensual torture.
And you love torturing Fat Mike?
Yeah, I love consensually torture him. Like sometimes like I'll beat him, and then he'll cover himself like and then and then I'll move his hands or whatever and let me beat him some more. So amazing.
Can you ever see yourself getting married or having kids?
I got my tubes tied. So and I'm 40. Well, I'll be 40 in September. So no kids. One day, I mean, I've been married once, but it was like kind of like a fluke marriage. It didn't last long. So
how long are you married for?
We got married in June, and we got married in June of 2020, and then we separated in November or December of 2020.
That was really quick.
Really quick, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we got dissolvement papers like the year after.
So that was during the pandemic, yeah. Where were you during the pandemic? You were out here?
Yeah, I was in Hollywood.
And what brought you to Hollywood? Work?
Yeah, so I was like living in New York, and I was like filming, and instead of just like, and I started filming a lot for Burning Angel. Like I was like, I flew to LA and I did like 6 scenes or I did like 5 scenes in 6 days or something like that. And then I was like in New York, and I was like, there's nothing really in New York for me anymore. I was like, oh, and I moved to LA, so I'm like closer to like filming and stuff like that. So that's what I did. And then I wasn't even filming that much while I was out here, but I was like finding different random things to do while I was out here. Yeah. And then I just eventually just got to Hollywood because
everything's happening out here.
Yeah, I used to love Hollywood, like the feel of Hollywood, like back in 2011. Yeah, it was so great, but now it's kind of just like it's not the same.
It's different, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I get like stressed out anytime I have to go like downtown or in Hollywood. I was like, I'm good.
Downtown's really stressful.
Yeah.
Were you super nervous the first time you started shooting when you were young and you started doing it?
So I was actually. So my first time shooting, when it's the time of the month for the women, when they're period, we have to put like sponges inside of us. So hang on a second.
Just so you could film still. Yeah. So that's so you could film.
Yeah. So we can film. So I filmed and like Joanna, and it was like after the scene, it was like stuck inside me.
Literally a sponge.
Yeah, it was stuck in like a makeup sponge, like a little like triangle thing, and Joanna had to like fish it out of me. Oh. I was so nervous my first time. Like I was like,
Angel, the legend.
Yeah, I wasn't even like making that much noise because I was so nervous. And she's like, Jessie, you can make noise. She's like, be loud. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was loud, and then that's
is that a thing? And that's always happened. Sponges. That's always been a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're working no matter what time of the month it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of times, like I'd only like for some reason it would just by chance like the only time I'd film is like when it was that time of the month. I was like, oh god damn it, Because it sucks though, because it's like you have to take it out immediately after, or sometimes like depending on like your flow. Sorry, this is very like
so graphic.
TMI. This is very TMI. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you'd have to like put another one in, you know, during filming. So I'm trying to be as like as little TMI as I can possibly be.
Besides your mom supporting, but do you have friends and family that know what you're doing that kind of not stoked on it back then when it started happening?
Yeah, like yeah. I mean,
friends were like, "Holy shit, this is my friend," or
yeah, everyone supported me. Yeah,
even in the punk scene, the hardcore scene, probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like all my friends who are in bands were like, "Hey, so I just like watched your porn last night." It's like cool.
Like awkward. And then what inspired you to go vegan?
So I was vegetarian for a while. So I used to go from like vegetarian to pescatarian. And then I would go back to vegetarian, but I would be mostly vegan when I was vegetarian. Like I would try not to do dairy or anything like that. I try not to do eggs, but I was never but every once in a while I'd have like dairy or eggs. So my ex, that I was just with for 2 years, I was like pescatarian when we first started dating, like a couple of years ago, almost 3 years ago. And then I was just eating too much fish because I was working out, so I had a trainer and like he was giving me like a food plan. Yeah. And instead of eating like salmon once a day and or eating fish once or twice a day, I was then eating fish like 4 times a day. I was like, this is too much. This is fucking awful. I was like, I don't want this. And I was getting sick thinking of it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to eat anything. I'm just going to be fully vegan now. And my ex was really happy about that because he's vegan.
Cut the fish cold turkey.
Yeah, I was just like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And you know, now it's just like thinking of like having like even like if there's like even some breads have like dairy in them, which sucks, man. Like sourdough doesn't have it. Sometimes wheat has it in it. Yeah. But yeah, I have to be really careful on like grating stuff. So something has dairy in it, and I don't know, and I have it, my fucking stomach will be it would be awful. Yeah. So I'm just like, I just have no like desire to not be vegan.
So how many years is that now?
So I've been full vegan for a little over 2 years.
Awesome.
But before that, the last time I ate meat was like when I was like 19. So I haven't eaten like any meat, like no chicken, no turkey, no pork, no beef, no nothing.
What made you quit back then when you were 19?
My friend Stephanie, she told me to
check out some videos.
No, it's not even that. But I mean, I love animals. But yeah, she was like, hey, you should she was like, you should try being vegetarian. I was like, okay, all right, I'll try it. And then I was like at work and like I was like telling my coworker, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to be vegetarian for like a week or whatever. They're like, you can't do it. I was like, oh, watch me, I'll fucking do a month. So I was like, so I just did it just to spite them. And I was like, all right, I like this.
And you stuck to it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like back then, like the only place that had like anything vegan was like Chinese places with their General Tso tofu. That was it, literally it.
Same in the 90s.
Or like Panos and fucking like Almond Village in Buffalo like had like vegan stuff, but it wasn't like that much. It was always like hummus or falafel. Yeah, like that was all we had. Like it was so like true. it was like soft tofu and like falafel. Like that's all we had. And now it's just like so much fucking vegan stuff. It's insane.
There's no excuses, but it's convenience everywhere, man. There's options everywhere.
Even like downtown Vegas, because like, you know, I'll forget to bring a lunch. So I'll just like, I'll order out. There's so many places right by the museum. Yeah. That have like so many vegan options. Like all these like all the restaurants in like the Wynn Hotel, they all have like vegan menus.
Yeah, Chef Tall did that
like
from Crossroads.
Aria does. Yeah, like they all have like all these like nice restaurants have like specific vegan menus.
So cool.
So great. I was like, yes.
Have you been to Ronald's Donuts?
I haven't.
So it's an OG vegan donut spot, but it's a regular donut shop off the beaten path in Vegas, which you have to go to. And for some reason, there's a whole entire glass case of duplicates of regular donuts but vegan versions, and it's the realest vegan donuts you ever had because it's a donut shop. It's not a vegan spot. And this couple owns it, this old couple. They've been here for like 40 years, and all the vegans go there because it's off the beaten path. You have to check it out. And the donuts are like OG donuts but all vegan. It's fucking evil.
It's amazing.
It's like Donut Friend. You know Donut Friend?
I love Donut Friend.
I know. Is it crazy when you become...
I used to take, anytime my friend was out here from like out Portland, we would always go to Donut Friend. He passed, but you know, it was like, now that's kind of like the special place. Like, oh, Donut Friend. It reminds me of him. So yeah, so it's happy.
Are there more vegan straight edge women in the industry? I think there's a lot. I don't know.
I feel like there is. I know there's a lot of people who are sober. Like there's actually like...
But not with straight edge, not like claiming it and not...
I don't know if
from
there's
the
actually...
scene.
No. It's weird. Like I feel like there used to be, but there isn't anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel like there should be more.
Yeah, Jen is vegan too now.
Yeah.
I met at the table that night too. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I went to... where did I go with her? Oh, we went somewhere. Where did we go? I don't know.
Spot?
We went to some spot and I can't remember anything right now. I've been up since 4 a.m.
You serious?
Yeah.
Are you a good sleeper?
No. I like had like all this shit on my mind.
No,
I couldn't sleep and I was like, I'll just like sleep like an hour. It should be fine. I'm like, because I had to get up, I had to get ready, and I had to go to the airport and fly, and you know.
How long's the flight? 45 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, 45 minutes. And then I have a bunch of haircuts after this. So.
That's right. You do haircuts. That's right. You do all kinds of. Yeah. How long have you been doing that for? Like 10, you do makeup and hair?
So, yeah. I mean, I do mostly hair. I do mostly like men's cuts. So yeah. So I just like come out here like once a month and like do my clients there and like go back.
How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing hair for like over 10 years.
Did you go to school for that?
Yeah, went to Paul Mitchell.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you make money. You've been doing that the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually like, so
cool.
For a while, I like quit porn because I was like, so after my last accident, you
died?
No, so yeah, so after the first accident, I was like really bored and I was recovering. I was like, Joanna, what should I do? I was like, I'm so bored. I need a hobby. She's like, why don't you just like go to school for hair? She's like, you're really good at doing hair. She's like, you do my hair. I was like, okay. So because of Joanna, I do hair now.
How fucked up were you from that accident? Like how bad? What happened?
So I suffer severe brain damage. I fractured my neck. So when I tilt my head, my equilibrium's off and I go cross-eyed.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, like like I lost a bunch of my memories and stuff like that. Like I was like severe brain damage. I was in a coma for 4 days.
What the fuck? Yeah. You're like a superhero, man.
Yeah. Obviously I can't die.
You can't.
It's fucking, the world is fucking, someone's trying to kill me, but I can't fucking die.
So how long did you quit porno then?
Well, it happened in November, and then I was filming again in March.
Okay.
But I was like throwing myself back in there because I was like, I need money. So.
Yeah. Is it sometimes was it for money or was it for because you enjoyed it? Like, is it a balance?
It's a balance. Yeah. I mean, sometimes like I'll film, like sometimes like my agents would like book me for something and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that, but it pays a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, not that I don't want to do it, but I'm just like, me.
But there's times where you hated it, obviously.
I mean, not hated it, but I wasn't like super into it. I mean, there's some stuff that I'm like, yeah.
But yeah. So it's a love-hate thing kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely like everything, like I'm not forced to do anything. It's all things that I'm doing on my own. But you know, sometimes when like you have a job and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work right now. It's kind of like that with porn too. You're like, oh,
it's a job. Yeah.
I have to work with that person today. Fuck. So, you know, stuff like that.
Like your coworkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Can you say no and like, I don't want to fuck with that dude today, or you have to?
Yeah.
Like, I won't work with this guy. Not because any beef is I'm not interested in or whatever.
Well, people have no lists. We have like no lists. Like we can say like what we don't want to do, who we don't want to do, like stuff like that. So yeah.
Like what if the person's like not your type? Like I'm not really fucking with this dude in real life. Why would I fuck with him in work? But you have to fake it. I mean, fake it till you make it.
You still have to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy though.
Like a lot of the guys I film with, I wouldn't have sex with them off film.
In real life. Yeah. Well, it is real life.
Unless it's like content, then it's like, yeah, that's guys I would definitely have sex with off camera. So yeah.
What about dudes that you become friends with, that you work with, and you continue to run into them in different jobs? That happens too. Like, oh, I like working with this guy.
There's definitely guys that I prefer working with. But
yeah.
I wouldn't like, I mean.
That you're friends with now or whatever, yeah.
I mean, we're not like, hey, let's hang out and like catch up. You know, it's just like, it's just
strictly business.
Yeah, it's like a a friendly acquaintance.
Okay.
So I just consider the thing with me is like I try not being like super close unless it's Joanna. I try not getting like super close with any of my coworkers because then it's like then it leads to like
catching feelings. You mean like with somebody
catching feelings or like what if like you get in a fight or something and then it's like then like your sexual chemistry is not there anymore. Then it's more friends. You know. Then you're like friend zoning your coworker, which doesn't really make for a good scene.
Did you ever catch feelings like with just somebody working with somebody? You have a connection. Like
I have.
I'm sure. It's super intimate, no matter if it's work or not. It's like fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but then you have to tell yourself like okay, like yeah, don't catch feelings because it's acting. So I have to like remind myself that because sometimes I'll work with someone who's like, oh, it was really great, it's awesome, and then I'll keep thinking about the person. I'm like, no, it was just filming. Stop it. Stop doing that. So yeah.
Fuck. Such an interesting world, man.
Yeah. It's like kind of lonely too, because it's like sex, so there's like no like
love.
Nothing. Yeah, there's no love. Yeah, even like since my accident, I've only had sex twice.
Yeah,
and it was like I'm the type of person that like my love language is like touch. I need touch. I need like someone there. So I haven't had that. So it's like,
yeah.
Sucks.
More like a loving cuddle touching.
Yeah, like I'm the type where I'll just like fall in love, you know, stuff like that. So yeah.
Hope it's romantic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like most porn girls are too though. Like most porn girls are hopeless because we also have like all these like people like messaging us and like telling us like that they love us, they want to be with us and tell us all these things, and then like
they love what they see you doing, but do they really know you?
Exactly.
You're a fucking person.
But then like would they actually say that if they knew the real me? Like they knew me deep down, like when the facade is gone.
No makeup, sweatpants, hanging out.
Exactly. Yeah.
As a fucking real human, which you are.
Yeah.
So like separating that, you know what I mean? It's interesting to me.
Yeah, most young girls, new and young girls in porn don't know how to separate it. It's like all the girls that are like men in the industry for a while or who are like older like know how to separate. So. Yeah,
just like finding a relationship to be normal with somebody.
Yeah.
And intimate, and maybe if the term making love, whatever, it's not just sex. It's like there's a feeling here, and like
yeah.
And you have to like shut off the work part of you, and then. It's interesting because it's a job, man. It's fucking. Yeah. There's way more to you that I'm learning now, obviously, than just that. You're a fucking person that's has feelings and insecurities and sensitive and insecure about shit.
Yeah.
Do you trip out like in the way you look? Like obviously with your scar, you've been tripping on that, but like, are you pretty hard on yourself as far as like going out every day in normal life? Do you feel like you have to be like fully made up?
Well, when I'm at the museum, I do just because I know people are going to come in and get photos. Want photos. But normally, like,
feel pressure.
My day-to-day, I don't wear any makeup. Like before working in the museum, like, or actually right before the museum, I feature danced in like, where was it? I don't know. Somewhere. Michigan. That's where I was. Michigan. I was in Michigan.
So you get paid to fly out to dance and stuff? Okay.
So the like dancing in Michigan was the first time that I had a full face of makeup on. Mm-hmm. So it was like before that, like you see all the photos of me like on like my Instagram, like that's just what I look like no makeup, no nothing, awesome. You know. So
even the hospital too, I was like, wow, like it's awesome.
Yeah, but most of the time I don't wear makeup, so I just rather just like kind of be like incognito a little bit. So
how are the fans now that they've seen what happened to you in your scar and the way you talk? Like, everybody's been supportive? Oh yeah, like everyone that sees me, they're like, oh my God, Jessie, I'm so happy you look better. Like, how are you? Like everyone there's like, how are you? I heard about your accident. So it's like, it's really good. So yeah, I wonder how the fans or whatever are different as far as like supporters of what you do than musicians. It's kind of like they just appreciate your acting skills, whatever it is.
You know. My adult acting skills.
But your life's good though. As before that accident, everything's good now. You're in a good place. And
I mean, I'm finally in a better place now than I was like months ago.
Yeah.
So, like 2 months ago, I was not in a good place at all.
Yeah,
so.
This shit's fucking crazy.
And I just started the museum on May 7th, so it's been a lot. It's been exhausting.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff.
This is my first like real job in like 6 years.
Do you have as like Mike your
boss?
Well,
not real job, but normal job.
Kind of clock in kind of job. Yeah. I was gonna ask you that.
Well, I don't really clock in because I'm salary, so I just like sign in when I'm here. But yeah, it's just like having to like be at work 8 hours each day. Like I have to be there 8 hours. So yeah. So that's like in talking to people and like a cash register and telling people about the museum and all that stuff and like finding like, because I have to, because I'm a brand ambassador, so I also have to like find like reach out to all my friends like about tours and stuff like that. I've reached out to you about that, like about getting artifacts in the museum, about like connecting us with different like parties throughout Vegas, different bars and stuff like that. So like that's kind of like all my jobs. So I have like all this stuff going on and it's fucking,
it's a lot.
It's exhausting.
What was like a job you had before everything where you actually clocked in? They had a boss. Like not dancing, like was like
I worked at Starbucks.
Okay. How old are you? What year was that?
I started working at Starbucks when I was like 17, and then I worked at like 6 different Starbucks in like 3 different cities.
Shout out to Starbucks! Wow, wow. Yeah. So you're there for a minute, yeah.
I actually I was working at Starbucks when I first started shooting porn.
Wow.
And I quit Starbucks to I've worked at Hot Topic. I've worked at Hollister. I've worked at Wendy's. I worked at Denny's. I worked at Perkins, at Hooters, at TGI Fridays.
Damn, you've been working, yeah.
Yeah. I worked at Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers? Oh, shit.
Yeah. I was a cashier, and so when I was 15, I worked at Fuddruckers, and like the school bus used to drop me off at work after school.
Wow, that's some East Coast shit, isn't it? Fuddruckers? Yeah. Damn. Fucking crazy. And so, been making a living though with everything for like a long time now.
Oh yeah.
And so that's almost like, it's pretty much like job to job, like an actor.
Yeah.
Like there's no steady income unless you're really hustling and doing.
Yeah.
You get residuals from your videos?
I don't. Unless it's something that I'm selling myself.
Yeah,
but if
personal.
it's like a company selling it, no. They just give me like a base pay and that's it.
That's where OnlyFans is good.
Yeah.
Because they just take a cut and you do, it's like your own stuff.
Yeah, but it's
do they own it?
OnlyFans doesn't, no.
Okay. It's a platform, yeah.
But it's also sucks because people can't search your videos on OnlyFans. They can only search your videos like if you put it on like ManyVids or something like that. Like ManyVids or like I forgot the other sites are. But yeah, you can like sell your videos and people can search you or search like the category. But on OnlyFans, it's only people who are subscribed to your profile can like buy the stuff, and only if you send it directly to them.
Wow.
So that's the thing that sucks. You can't just have like a website, you know. I think I'd rather have that. Just have a website and just have like a catalog of everything, and just like have people buy that. So
that'd be that's smart. Did you ever watch your work back and critique your work? And
yeah.
You've done that before?
Well, it's like
or still do or no?
Well, yeah, because it's like I'll watch stuff and like, you know, I'll watch it to see like, oh, is it hot or is it not hot? So if I'm like, oh, that was really hot. Oh, I need to do that more. Like, oh, that wasn't hot. I'm like, I need to never do that again. So
you still critique it?
I haven't critiqued in a while because I stopped like filming for a while.
Yeah.
So I was dating a guy I was dating a guy for 2 years and I stopped doing boy girl. So I wasn't really doing much pro stuff. I was just doing like OnlyFans stuff with like him, like POV stuff with him.
So you did out of respect. You only just did stuff with girls and not.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
And then we had broken up, and I got back in the industry and started doing boy girl again.
Yeah, that must be intimidating, and when you have a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to work, sleeping with a dude, coming back to him, but he knows the deal. He knows that's what you do.
Yeah, he knew it from the start.
It's part of the deal. It's like. But then you like fall in whatever. And
yeah, like I fell in love. Like I don't want to shoot with anyone else anymore.
So that was your call?
It was my call, yeah. Well, because I could tell he like really didn't like it, and I like didn't want to like, I don't know. I was like too much in love, so I didn't want to like hurt him. So I was like, all right, I'll stop filming.
That's really nice of you.
Yeah, but then I was like, listen, you got to shoot with me for my OnlyFans. So I would just use him as OnlyFans.
And he wasn't really in that world either, probably. So
no.
You're just
and I wouldn't pay him.
Damn. So dudes are intimidated to date you for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like I had 2 guys the past like week that like sent me the whole like, hey, so I don't think we should hang out anymore. So I think it was like I'm too intense for these guys. Yeah.
But they know you, they know your personality, or they think that's what they think they know you for what they see, or unless they meet you. It's like.
Yeah, I feel like my life is too intense for most guys. They like can't handle it.
And just it's just like how you live and what you do and how you roll and
like I don't want to change anything about myself. So they're gonna have to fucking take it or leave it.
So that's probably been the thing probably throughout your life is just that what you do, and then it's intimidating for men. They feel like
Yeah.
Inferior. Your boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck. So maybe when you're not in this world, maybe when you are retired, then maybe it might be not like that. But they're always going to have that past of what you did and it's still online. Everything you've done, like, people can see and look you up.
Like the only difference between like is it's like I just won't be filming videos, but I'm still going to be this person. I'm still going to be very, like super sexual and super flirtatious and like want to do all this like go to shows and do this and that. Like, you know, I don't know. Like I always want to be doing something. So I feel like that's just too much for guys. I feel like a lot of guys are just used to like these like basic bitches that are like boring.
Yeah, you're definitely not that.
Definitely not.
Fuck, man. And you've been like that your whole life.
Yeah, I've been like
very outgoing, very honest, very this is me.
I mean, I'm outgoing to a point. Like I kind of get social anxiety when it comes to like going to groups of people. Like I was just at punk rock bowling and like one of my jobs was to like go up to people and like talk about the museum and hand out this and that. But I was like, sometimes I'll just stand there and just like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to go up to anyone. So, but thankfully people knew who I was because it's like, you know, that's my demographic. So people just come up to me instead. I was like, perfect. This is awesome.
Has anybody come up to you and said like weird, awkward shit probably throughout your life?
They have, but it's just dudes being creeps.
Are dudes going crazy in your DMs all the time?
Oh yeah, I have those things. I'm like, so unless I follow you, you can't DM me, and it'll go into
smart.
So there's like a general there's a primary and then another section and then other section then an other section.
There is?
Yep.
You gotta show me that. Holy fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's like all these like little secrets. Like usually when people use certain like words. So, like, people use certain words, it'll go into your others. Okay. Yeah.
And it's probably, like, dudes sending all kinds of shit, dude.
Yeah, proposing to me, telling me that they want to, like, marry me because they're the king of some African country or something.
Wow. Or just sending dick pics and all kinds of rude, weird shit.
Yeah.
Which I think is the most dumbest thing that dudes do in the world, that they think that they can send a person they don't even know that. They can, oh, yeah, that's great, cool, let's meet up, like.
And also, like, it's like you're sending an adult star a dick pic. Do you know, like, the type of dick I've seen live? Like, these dicks are, like, I've seen the most perfect looking dicks ever. Like, you're going to send me your fucking gross little fucking nub? What the fuck, man?
Oh, my God. Do you ever respond to people or no?
No.
That shit's fucking crazy.
Sometimes I'll block people. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's fucking, I don't give a fuck what you do. It's disrespect. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But people think that probably because what you do, like, you actually think it's cool. Nah, dude, I'm good.
Listen, if they sent me money with the dick pic, okay, maybe I'll respond. Yeah. But that's it. Like on my OnlyFans, I did dick ratings where it's like $100 and you get like a 1 minute topless rating of me of your dick. And that's it. People a lot of girls do that. Okay,
they would ask for you to rate their shit and they pay you to do it.
Yeah, you just all I'd have to do is like.
Do you always give a good rating or no? We keep it real.
I mean,
because you're gonna break their hearts if not.
I try to find the good in everyone.
Okay, yeah.
If they're giving me $100, nice. I'm gonna find the good in them. If they're not giving me, I'm not gonna find the good in them.
That's a crazy thing to do. Is want that? Wow, man.
Yeah.
It's a fucking crazy world, man. Fuck, you must have so much shit.
Fucking porn, man.
and coming from punk rock and hardcore and shit too. Like also, I think that's I don't know. You just your work ethic and DIY, just everything. It's cool. Like where you come from. You hustle hard. Are you making money? They're raising money for you now, and that is it worked out?
I haven't raised. My goal is $50,000 because I don't know how long. Because I have to I'm going to go to UCLA and I have to get like all my nerves. Like I still need a consultation. So in order for me to get a consultation, just the consultation is like $2,500.
Fuck.
Or $35, something like, it's like a few $1,000 just for them to like, because it's not just them like seeing me and like whatever. They have to like do like x-rays and CAT scans and all that stuff. So they have blood work. So like they have to like see what's wrong with me before they can tell me what they can fix. Okay. So like it's going to cost like thousands of dollars just to be seen by UCLA. But I also have to like wait for them to call me back, and they haven't because I told them I don't have insurance. So they're probably like whatever, because people that don't have insurance don't really pay their hospital bills. Mm-hmm. So they probably don't want to like bother with it. So now I have to wait until like another month because it'll be 60 days at the Punk Rock Museum because I started last month. For me to get insurance, and then I can like reapply, or I can like send them another thing like, hey guys, get my face fixed. Yeah.
So you never had insurance for a long time?
I haven't, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like you do what you do for that long. Same with musicians. We have no insurance or retirement plan. Just do it and it's fucking.
Yeah. Well, the thing is also I'm straight edge. I'm vegan. Like eat organic foods, not all organic. Sometimes I I want something that's like not good for me. But most, I take care of myself. Like I'm always, I take really good care of myself. So I haven't had to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I need insurance for? So I can just pay a couple $100. Plus it's like, I'm turning 40 in September. So it's like, I'm like, now it's going to be even more money for insurance if I, because of my age. So I'm like, fuck it. I don't want insurance. So I'm like really
So you still don't want to get it, yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to get it.
You get it through your job, yeah.
Yeah, through the museum, because why not, So.
Do you exercise?
I was before my accident. I used to do Barry's boot camp.
Well, that's gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
I've never been that, but my friends
love Barry's. I used to do it twice a week.
Wow, it's insane. A lot of friends do that.
Yeah.
So that was your shit.
Yeah, Joanna got me into it.
Did they have it in Vegas?
They don't have
Joanna goes hard working out. Marathons, everything,
man.
dude.
She's
so inspiring.
Crazy. She's like, yeah, I'm just going to run 26 miles today. I was like, what the fuck, man?
And she did it. She inspired me, man. It was really fucking cool. So that was your thing, Barry's boot camp?
Yeah. So I do it. They have one in Hollywood, West Hollywood, Studio City. They used to have one in Sherman Oaks, but not anymore. But yeah, they're like all over. The one in Venice, Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's like a daily ritual for you, or something you do to get stressed out? Or what do you do? You do yoga?
I don't. I just like wake up, make myself a coffee, hang out with my dogs, put on the TV,
chill,
watch some. What do I watch? Community.
What is it?
Community.
It's a new show.
Oh, it's not old, but it's like it's got a lot of like Chevy Chases in it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Donald Glover.
Yeah.
What's his name? Childish Gambino. Yeah, he's in it. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really funny, and there's like all the episodes are like 20 minutes, but it's like
perfect.
You can just like randomly like not even like watch it and just have it like in the background, but still know what's going on.
That's cool.
It's just fucking so funny. So I just like it's like turn on some like.
You're pretty chill.
Yeah, I like being really chill.
You're a big coffee person.
I love coffee. I haven't had my coffee today.
How many coffees a day you have? I
haven't had any.
How much do you usually have?
2. Yeah.
That's your shit.
Yeah, I'll have like coffee on my way to work, and then I'll drink it while I'm at work, and then near the end of my shift, I'll have another cup of coffee.
And then what time you wake up usually?
When I have to work, when I open, I wake up at 8 because I like to give myself 3 hours before work, because I have to wake up, I have to walk my dogs, and then I have to shower, full face of makeup and hair, pick my outfit, like take my time getting to work. I don't like to stress. I don't like to rush. So I usually wake up at like 8 a.m. when I have to open. So. But
you're pretty light sleeper, a shitty sleeper?
I'm a pretty I love sleep.
But do you be gonna get a lot of it done or no?
I mean, lately I haven't had time to sleep, so if I had time to sleep, I sleep more. But yeah.
Is it hard for your mind to shut off at night?
Lately it has, yeah.
Yeah. I can see that you get a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Just to turn shit off and just like go to sleep.
Yeah, unless like I try to just like, and I'll just like count. Like instead of counting sheep, I'll like count numbers. Like I'll count to 100 and start over. Like that's just what I do.
That works.
And then I'll eventually fall asleep. Yeah. But I have to fall asleep with no sound and no light.
Same.
When I lived in New York, I lived in like Bed-Stuy, like around the corner from like the Marcy projects.
Wow.
And like I would fucking hear people all day. I'd hear like fucking gunshots and stuff. And I was fine with sleeping through
You by the Marcy projects where Jay-Z was from?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was on Vernon between Tompkins and Throop.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Bed-Stuy do or die.
Yep, best I do or die.
Because you're a Biggie fan too. That's fucking nuts.
I know.
Damn. Do you have any major regrets in your life?
I don't actually. So
that's pretty cool.
I don't really see things that like I've done as like regrets. I just see them as like learning lessons.
Yeah,
like I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything I've done because everything I've done happened for a reason.
Yeah, true. A lot of people say that too.
Yeah.
Are you an optimist or pessimist?
I try to be an optimist, but I catastrophize everything. Like, I go through these little, like, phases where I catastrophize everything. And, like, I'll just, like, make the worst of every situation. So, but for the most part, I try to be optimistic.
You think you try to sabotage shit on purpose?
Yeah, I, like, self-sabotage. Just not on purpose. Not on purpose. It just happened.
But you've been doing that your whole life?
Oh, yeah.
Relationships, everything?
Oh, yeah. I think that's also why.
Damn.
I can't stay in a relationship.
Are you super picky?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You have a standard. Keep that standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Do dudes have to have tattoos?
Not really.
What do you look for? You like is it more than just...
I'm really attracted to the mind. Like, I want someone I can have, like, a really good conversation with.
Yeah.
Who I know is, like, intelligent. Who I know can, like...
And listens, actually.
Yes. And, like, will actually, like, I don't know, like, who's, like, a safe... I like guys who are, like, who I feel, like, safe with. Like, a safe space. Like, where, like, I'll kiss them and I'll just feel safe.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the guy has to, like, be in the same stuff that I'm into.
Totally.
Like, a lot of music and movies and stuff like that. He has to be okay with, like... my lifestyle.
Yeah, which is probably hard for dudes, man.
It's so hard. Yeah.
Does it have to be straight as you're vegan? You're gonna kiss a dude who just ate a hamburger?
I prefer it. Like, I just like I think like I'm just not attracted to the guys who drink or smoke or I fucking hate weed also. I think it's so gross. And then like obviously like I want a guy who like doesn't have to be vegan, but I prefer if he's
I'm sure he would go vegan if he started dating you. You probably inspire him. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, my ex, he's vegan and he's sober and like, you know, he's in the same music that I'm into. And I'm like, oh. But I had to break up with him because I can't do long distance.
Did you ever want to do anything else besides all the stuff you've done so far in your life? Like other things?
When I was younger, I wanted to be, it's funny, I wanted to be like a news anchor.
Wow.
I wanted to be like on television.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, I've kind of done that.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm on
and acting too, kind
of.
I'm
on a different type of camera.
Yeah. But a news anchor, that's amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I wanted to like be in front of the camera and speak. So. And
you're acting too because you're doing lines sometimes.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about music? No music stuff for you?
I don't know. I'm just not. I mean, I've played with my friends' drums before, but like other than that, like I'm
not singing or nothing.
No, I used to be in chorus when I was like younger, but I'm like I don't think I can sing. So
yeah, but so a news anchor that was the main thing you thought about.
Yeah, when I was younger.
And
like,
what about
I'll be a news anchor, and then I became a porn star instead. Are
your siblings supportive of what you do, or is that kind of?
I mean, I wouldn't say they're supportive, but you know, they're like we don't like. We don't talk about it, but you know, we get along. We're all on good terms. So
like, do you guys together for the holidays and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I tried to go back to Buffalo for Christmas, but Buffalo shut down because of the storm, so I couldn't. Yeah. I got as far as Chicago, and then I was stuck. I was stuck at the airport for like 8 hours, and then I flew home.
Yeah, the winters, man. I don't miss the winters in New York at all, man.
It's awful.
Fucking brutal. And Buffalo's gnarly too. Like even more than the city, I think. I lived in New York.
Well, because it has like the lake effect snow. It's like Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Like both of those just fucking like making it like awful.
Do you have a lot of friends back there still?
Yeah.
Some people that never left.
No, yeah, I have a lot of my straight edge friends out there too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So they can find you at the Punk Rock Museum?
Yeah, the Punk Rock
How many
Museum.
days a week?
I'm there 5 days a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
I gotta get out there.
You should. You should do some tours, man.
I know. I'm going to say it right here on the pod. I'm going to give her, I already talked to my wife about it. I talked to my friends here last night. I have 2 of these. I'm going to loan it to the museum.
Yes.
I have an amazing picture of me and Rabies from Warzone at CBGB singing together right before he passed away. It's like an iconic photo to people, and I'm going to show you after. I think that'd be super dope in there. Yeah. Because I don't think there's Warzone stuff in there. I really don't, unless I'm wrong.
But they do have a lot of photos too. They have a lot of good photos, so it would be cool to add to the photo wall.
Yeah, as long as I get it back.
You will.
You give me some paperwork.
Yeah. I'll have them send you some paperwork. So.
So the GoFundMe's still up.
Yes.
People can give you money there.
Yeah.
And don't hate on her, man. She's fucking just because she does that and that's her job doesn't mean she has money to pay fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars for a hospital bill for an accident that she didn't cause. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
I fucking hate that shit.
I'm like, like all the money I'm making is just to like pay for like my rent,
yeah,
and my car, and living and stuff like that. So it's like I don't make a ton of money at the museum, but I make enough to survive, you know?
Yeah. I mean, for the listeners, yeah, she's working at the museum. She hasn't done videos in a while, and she got fucking hit from behind. It's like,
yeah,
just made bums when people like hate internet's so fucking whack.
It's so crazy. It was like, oh, don't you have all this money saved up? Where's? I was like, where?
It's perception. Like, people have
like,
perceptions.
People
of
think because I like do porn, they think I'm like some big celebrity that makes like hundreds and thousands and thousands and millions of dollars like a year. I was like, no, I don't. You know.
So do you let negative comments and shit like that bother you?
It was for a while, like because I'd get so many happy comments and I get like these like awful comments, so I just like blocked the people. So yeah, I mean I haven't get any in a while, but yeah. But
just throughout your life on social media and stuff like that, do you let it bother you and get to you like one negative comment? Do you give a fuck?
I think it just depends on like my
your day.
Yeah, it just depends on like how I'm feeling at the moment. But usually I'm just like fuck these people and just block them. So. Sometimes I'll humor these people and just respond to them like really smart ass wise to make them just feel like an idiot. So
sometimes when you respond to those people, like, oh my God, thanks for responding. I can't believe you responded. I was just joking. Or like, they just want your attention.
Yeah.
Damn. And so, yeah, you're checking your DMs. You're doing all that. You're fully in contact with your fans and try to respond to everybody.
Trying, yeah.
And
trying my hardest.
And then one day you retire and you're going to be chilling somewhere.
Yeah.
Retirement soon, maybe. Yeah.
Living in Vegas in my own house.
And you love Vegas.
I love Vegas.
Have you always loved it?
I haven't. Like, I used to like not really like it that much, but it's before I actually lived in Vegas and I got to see like the other stuff other than the Strip. Yeah. I feel like if you're just going to Vegas and just doing the Strip, it's like not really exciting. Like, I mean, yeah, it's, if you're a drinker and you like partying and stuff like that, but yeah, but if you're just like, I don't know, like with me, like I had to like get away from and like see like, oh, Henderson, Vegas, and downtown and stuff like that. There's so many like great vegan places all around.
Ronald's Donuts, you have to go to.
Yes, I have to go there.
There's a lot of stuff there. I have to get out there.
I have the day off tomorrow, so I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
Oh, you're going back tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I go back tonight.
Damn. So now you do some haircuts today after this?
Yeah, I have 3 clients today.
You have to go to their houses and do it?
Yeah, I rented a car.
Damn. Well, thank you for coming and sharing your story, man, your journey. It's so cool. I love you're my second person. Obviously, Joanna's the first. Coming from this industry, you know, it's cool to have you on here, but also your punk rock and your background, all that stuff too. Like we're all connected somehow.
Yeah.
Like we met that day, then we went to Crossroads after that, and it's just a really small world, man.
I feel like everyone. I feel like it's the creative industries. It's like everyone's like always connected. Like guys in band, like band people, like tattooers, barbers, like porn stars. Like I feel like we're all connected. We all have we kind of all live the same lifestyle. Like we're hustling our fucking asses off. Yeah. We're part of the creative industry, so we always have to be creative and think of like the next step.
Not the normal society jobs.
Yeah. And we're always like fucking all of us are covered in tattoos, you know.
All job stoppers, but we have jobs.
Yeah.
It was funny when I went into the award show, like before I even made it to my table, 2 people stopped me. Oh, what's up? You're in H2O. Can I get a picture? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm with my wife. I'm here to see this. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just here seeing my friend. Then the guy's like, oh, I'm in the industry too. Like tatted up dudes. I'm like, okay. It's crazy. Like they're everywhere. Hardcore's everywhere.
I know.
It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
It's really pretty fucking, I don't know. Well, thank you for being here. I'm trying to let me check my notes.
Thanks for having me.
It was awesome. Let's see. Check my notes. Punk Rock Museum, you can find her there 5 days a week. Shout out to Fat Mike. Shout out to Punk Rock Museum. Actually, Fat Mike gave me my band a bunch of shares a while ago when it first came out. It was first opened. Pretty cool. I got to get out there and go there. I see all my friends there. Roger, Agnostic Front. I see the Pennywise guys there. Offspring was just there. My brother was there doing the tour. There's one picture of us on the wall from BJ Pappas from the back of our Thick in the Water album. Such a cool concept, man. Really, I hope it does really well. You know, there's nothing like that in the world.
Yeah, it's actually like, I mean, right now it's like now it's gonna be like the like now that the festivals after festivals are over, it's gonna be slower. But yeah, like I mean, we're still like we have tons of tours. I'm actually gonna do a tour.
Nice.
Yeah. So the
So they're booking so many different artists coming through.
Oh yeah,
and tours.
We're trying to not just do people who are in bands. We're trying to do people who are just in the punk rock, who are just because punk rock isn't just like the music. It's like the fucking lifestyle.
It's true.
You know, it's
100%.
like and like even like punk isn't like like Ramones and Sex Pistols and Misfits and stuff like that. You know, it's like punk is if people want to just classify punk as that, punk's gonna fucking die. But punks needs to live on, like Warped Tour, like all those like Warped Tour bands, like punk, like pop punk. Yeah, it's still punk rock. It's still punk rock. It's still the industry.
It may not be ours, but it's somebody's.
You're living like these fucking guys are all living in a fucking van. Like they're playing music, they're writing music. Like that's punk as fuck, man. Like
totally.
Yeah.
I love the diversity of what I've seen. The people that have come through there. And they're going to keep adding stuff, right? As it grows, it's going to keep growing.
Everything, it's going to keep. And like we're still trying to like, because I think there's like some sections that are like somewhat lacking, but it's because like a lot of the stuff got like sent back like overseas, like all of our like global stuff. Yeah. Like there's not a lot in there, but it's because like a lot of stuff got returned to sender because they like thought it was like they're selling us stuff, but there was just so we had to like get all that stuff. It's like there's still a lot of artifacts that haven't been even put up. So
how big is it?
I think it's 30,000 square feet or something.
Damn.
Something like that.
And the building's been bought. It's owned by the punk rockers. Yeah.
And there's 2 floors. So yeah.
So there's a lot of room for more shit. And bands can play there. I saw Casualties were playing there the other day.
Yeah.
So bands can pull up and play.
Yeah. So
that's fucking cool.
So we don't like to announce. So what's funny we had Me First and Giving Gimmies played last Friday. Okay. And like everyone who worked there like knew about it, but they're like, oh, don't tell someone. But like for some reason it got leaked that they were playing. So it was like we're at capacity for so long, and like the Gimmies, like they like played way longer than they're supposed to. So like people weren't able to actually get in the museum. So we had a huge line outside. I was off that day, but I like stopped by to go get some like cards and stuff like that for punk rock bowling. So then the Casualties played on where was it? What did they play? They play on Monday? No, I don't know. I think it was Monday. I think Memorial Day they played. But yeah, I was one of the only people who was told about it. And they're like, don't fucking tell anyone. I was like, fuck, this is so hard. But we can't. Secret. Yeah, we can't actually tell people that people are playing. We just have to let people know, like, near festival time, like if you're at the museum, like a band might drop in. Yeah. They might drop in and play. So you never know who's going to play or how long they're going to play or what time they're going to play. But, like, that's why it's always good to just like pop up. Go to the museum, around like, tours and stuff like that.
You got a little stage in there too?
Yeah, we have like the Pennywise Garage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I saw somebody do that the other day. They were in there, yeah. So Caballero came through. He sent me a picture of us on the wall in there. Like, it was cool. People sending me stuff and they were tagging me and stuff. And
I like seeing a picture of you in that book.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's right. And there's a picture on the wall of somebody. They keep tagging me and saying, is this me? But it's not. There's a picture of somebody stage diving at the Warped Tour or something. I guess he looks like me, but it's not. I just saw it the other day. They tagged me at some big thing.
Isn't like a black wall?
Maybe, yeah. It's big. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's definitely not you.
I know.
It's definitely not you.
What was some of the bands you got into that got you into punk? Like some of the first bands you liked? I know you said Ramones, Misfits, and all the classics, but like...
Yeah, I mean, like... So I actually... my friend... When I was like younger, my friend was really into like... She was really into like L7, Operation Ivy, and like she like Sublime and stuff like that. I mean, they're not really like punk rock.
Come from it though, yeah.
Yeah. But I remember her like showing me the movie Sid and Nancy.
Great.
Classic. And then I got really into Sex Pistols from there. But yeah, it's like stuff like that. Even like, Bad Religion, Bouncing Souls, NoFX, it's just like, yeah.
And local bands too, where you growing up, you going to local shows too?
Yeah, just like mostly like just like a lot of like metal bands from like Buffalo, like the local bands or whatever. Every Time I Die is from Buffalo too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I always think they're a Cali band for some reason. You're right, they're from there.
Yeah, Buffalo, yeah.
What about hip hop? You still listen to hip hop?
I do.
Do you listen to new hip hop or just the old shit?
I listen to both. I mean, it goes on and off. I mean, I listen to a lot of different things. I mean, right now I'm listening to a lot of like Warped Tour-esque music.
Okay.
So a lot of metalcore type stuff.
Like
what? Newer metalcore, like the band called Bad Omens.
Okay.
They're really good. They're metalcore, and just like I put that on Pandora, just like listen to that. Like Day to Remember always comes on that. Yeah.
But hip hop, you're not really paying attention to newer shit.
Well, I listen to The Weeknd.
Okay.
So yeah. So
he's R&B vibe, yeah.
or as an amoeba, they put them in the soul section, as they call it.
But still some Biggie here and there?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't really actually listen to specific, like, hip-hop artists. I think I just, like, listen to the genre, you know?
Yeah. Did you go to hip-hop shows when you were younger at all, or no?
No.
You never seen any hip-hop bands live?
I don't think so.
Damn, we got to take you to your show.
I know.
See somebody live. That'd be awesome, especially in Vegas, man. There's so much things.
I know.
I really want to go there and see Adele. I don't know if she's still there. Adele's there. She has like a fucking...
I mean, I can tell you all the
and
bands.
Katy Perry.
I have literally like every single show that's going on in my...
But they have like a thing where they're there every fucking day, like, right? Like every weekend. Katy Perry, Adele. Residency, that's what it's called. Yeah. Right across from the Crossroads, that's where they perform.
Yeah.
You've been to the Crossroads out there?
I have.
Yeah,
I love
cool.
the Crossroads.
I know.
There. I do like the one on
Calabasas.
Well, I do like Calabasas too, but I like the one that's in like West Hollywood better.
Classic.
Like they have more options. Like the one in Vegas doesn't have as many drink options, and the one in Calabasas too doesn't have many drink options. Yeah, they don't have as many options as those two. But yeah,
the classic one in Melrose is great.
Yeah, that's like the best one. I went there for New Year's last time I went there.
You still getting tattooed?
Yeah.
Can't stop.
I haven't got tattooed in a while, but yeah.
Are you totally covered?
Almost. I mean, I have like part of my arm.
You don't have your palms yet either. You get no. This shit sucks. Fucking worst pain ever. My ass hurts too. You have your ass, obviously, right?
I don't have the ass cheeks, but I below my ass.
Yeah, so. Ass cheeks are the worst. Fucking. There's spots I have left that are so sketchy that like I don't know if I'm ever gonna touch them because they're like in the wildest parts. But if I see myself before, like somebody took a picture of me in the shower. When my band took a picture of me in the shower in Europe, and I saw those like, little spots missing. I get obsessed about filling those spots. You know what I mean? I can't stop.
I can get my areolas tattooed.
What?
I can get my areolas tattooed.
Oh wow, that hurt?
Not really. Well, because I've got my boobs done so much, and like I've like gone through the nipple, so like my actual areola is numb. My nipple's not, but so the skin around it is numb. So it's like getting tattooed. It's like
you didn't feel nothing.
I didn't really feel anything.
Holy shit!
It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, they're tattooed, so it looks like my nipples are hearts.
That is crazy. So you didn't feel nothing there, yeah.
I mean, I felt like a little bit, but yeah. I mean, I'm also really good at sitting for tattoos. I say that I hate getting tattooed, but I'm actually really good at sitting for tattoos.
Yeah, I hate it and I love it. It's a weird thing.
Like, you know, Bo Brady?
Yeah.
He fucking tattooed my stomach, and it was fucking awful.
That's the lower stomach?
Like a bunch of snakes on my stomach. Yeah, he's done a lot of tattoos on me.
Okay,
yeah.
Shout out to Bo. Yeah, that shit's fucking lower stomach.
He actually like 12 years ago he did my fucking SXE XXX.
Hard.
Yeah, the guy who runs whoever runs the Earth Crisis like Instagram, Twitter is the one who like told me to go to Bo. So I was like, oh, I need a. I was like, oh,
it's tattoo artist.
It's my birthday. I need a tattoo for today.
That's cool.
So Bo's done like he's done one that says like booze is stupid.
Sick. That's awesome. So you have a lot of straight edge tats too? Any vegan tats or no?
I don't yet.
Yeah, I have to get a V or something. Yeah.
XVX.
Yeah.
But I can only have someone who's sober, who's also vegan edge. Yeah. I can only have vegan edge people tattoo that. That's why I can only have.
You should get Dan Smith to do it. Vegan straight edge.
Okay.
I'll make it happen.
Where is he? Is he in New York?
It's Orange County.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Incredible. Vegan ink, all that shit, girl. Got you.
Cool.
Yes. So yeah, tattoos. We're talking about tattoos, so much the bad they hurt. And I just saw somebody post the other day. I posted and I took it down because people were tripping on it. Somebody got their butthole tattooed, but my friend has his butthole tattooed. Just a spider web coming out. It's fucking gnarly. And I told my wife, I was like, because my whole butt is a spider web except for obviously that part. And I'm like, fuck, I should do that. And she's like, I see you thinking about it because I'm obsessing about it because it's like a spot. But that's got to be fucking gnarly, dude. I can't imagine.
Plus, it's also like, you can't properly heal that.
No, hell no. What is the healing process of that shit?
Because then you can't actually eat any food because being vegan, you have to go to the bathroom a lot.
And you have to wipe it. Yeah, I forget it. Some spots will leave whatever sacred or whatever, but yeah. But definitely more tats. I'm erasing shit now to get more, and I just can't stop, man. It's my thing.
Yeah.
That's how I express myself. Do you have any face tats?
No, I have my eyebrows tattooed.
Oh yeah.
Underneath.
That's kind of like a normal thing now.
Yeah.
Would you tattoo your face?
I mean, I want to get like my
jaw. You're gonna do that now, yeah.
But I have to wait until like this goes down a little bit more. So I
can do that.
Maybe it's better to do it now because then it's numb. So why not?
You're gonna do that anyway, so now it's just like perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, Flo, thank you for being here, man, and great to actually get to know you more and hang out with you, you know?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Fun.
And I'll see you in Punk Rock Museum.
Hell
People can find you on social media. You have a website too or no?
I just do ilovejessielee.com.
That's your shit?
Yeah, it's my little landing page.
Okay. And the OnlyFans, they can find you there. They can find you everywhere. Yeah.
All my links are on there.
Sick. Well, thank you for being here. And
thanks.
Next time we come, we're going to do a sauna cold plunge. You ever done that? Ice bath?
No, but I've seen it, and I'm like,
it's pretty gnarly. It's so good for you.
I'm actually glad I don't have time to do it.
It might be good for that. It might be good for that. Like you dunk your head. Woo! Next time. It's so good for you. Trust me. Mental, physical. Your girl Joanna did it. She killed it. It was so funny.
I'll do it next time.
It's pretty legit. All my friends come and try. Like, I have a whole bunch of people come through all the time trying, and it's just good. You ever take cold showers?
I take warm showers.
Okay.
I used to take really hot showers, but
cold's so good for you too.
Yeah.
It just wakes you up. It's like a natural high.
Yeah, I just like the warmth.
And I hope everything heals good and all that stuff.
Thank you.
I love your scar. I like the list, whatever. I know you don't like it, but it's a new part of you. It's a new part of your life. Now it's gonna be permanent, but like
I just have to I just learned how to work with it.
Yeah. And I know you might be
too, just like eating. Like I have to learn how to eat again. Yeah, you know, it's crazy.
I know you might be insecure about it, but you didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's hard to embrace it because this is your life, your face, but like I don't know, scars are cool. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave you with that, and don't trip on it.
Okay.
And nobody's judging you, and nobody's thinking anything. They know the story and what happened to you. It's like fuck everybody, what they think anyway. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That's what punk rock taught us. Okay, we out here, everybody. Peace.
Bye.
I always ask my guests if they have any regrets. I personally don't have any regrets. Even when it comes to my tattoos, I have the silliest tattoos. Even my ET on my leg, it's still a childhood memory for me, and I love it. I've had tattoos on top of tattoos strictly because I wanted more tattoos. I started getting tattoos when I was 18. I'm 52 now, and I can't stop. I've had laser treatment before on something on my arm. It's 4 tattoos on top of each other. And that experience at that place was pretty fast. It was pretty cold. It was in and out, swiped the credit card. Don't really tell me much. Didn't give me much details or anything was going to happen. So I never went back. So as of most recently, I'm so lucky enough to have had 2 sessions at Removery Tattoo Removal. My tattoo on my arm that looks like a big black blob is now super light. I've had 2 sessions. I have a long road ahead of me. None of this stuff happens overnight. You cannot take a tattoo up in one sitting. You have to be patient. And it's painful. They ice you up. It's super fast. To me, it felt like a bunch of rubber bands. But what's more painful than that is looking at something on your body that you think you're stuck with for the rest of your life. That sucks. But now for me, I'm really happy I started this journey. I'm slowly going to get this tattoo removed. I never thought in a million years to have any kind of real estate on my arm. I don't even know what I want, but it's exciting. I'm so honored to announce that One Life One Chance podcast is now with Removery. I have a code. Use TobyH20 and get $100 off your first session. Call 866-934-4570 or go to removery.com. One of the most experienced tattoo removal companies in the world. Over 600,000 removal treatments done. 100 locations. US, Canada, and Australia. State-of-the-art peak-away laser technology. Cryo-technology to reduce any discomfort. This is so exciting for me because all I do in these podcasts is talk about tattoos. From day one, if you've been listening to this podcast, we talk about tattoos, talk about getting removed, talk about getting them covered up. So this is such a perfect fit for me. Once again, go to removery.com or call 866-934-4570. Use my code TobyH20 and get $100 off. These guys are located everywhere. Try it out.